George S. Jones currently serves as president of waen-tv here in Atlanta, Georgia. Mr. Jones has been developing television networks for others for over 15 years. This has afforded him experience in every area of television networking. Fueled by his aspirations to contribute to community development and to assist with the growth of small businesses, he later came up with the idea to develop a worldwide television network that would impact local communities. Thus, waen-tv was born. Mr. Jones's educational achievements have aided him tremendously in his role as leader of this organization. In 1975, he received his Bachelor of Arts in Mass Communication from Francis Marion College, while concurrently earning an associate degree as an electrician from Williamsburg Technical College. Mr. Jones has produced several special functions for many community churches and nonprofit organizations. One of his most recent successes was the production of the first 100 Black Men of Atlanta banquet, where his work was greatly applauded. George also displays his versatility with the production of music videos. Included in his resume, you will find a number of successful music artists, including former So-So Def recording artist Chris Kelly of the famed hip-hop duo Criss Cross. George S. Jones currently serves as president of waen-tv here in Atlanta, Georgia. Mr. Jones has been developing television networks for others for over 15 years. This has afforded him experience in every area of television networking. Fueled by his aspirations to contribute to community development and to assist with the growth of small businesses, he later came up with the idea to develop a worldwide television network that would impact local communities. Thus, waen-tv was born. Mr. Jones's educational achievements have aided him tremendously in his role as leader of this organization. In 1975, he received his Bachelor of Arts in Mass Communication from Francis Marion College, while concurrently earning an associate degree as an electrician from Williamsburg Technical College. Mr. Jones has produced several special functions for many community churches and nonprofit organizations. One of his most recent successes was the production of the first 100 Black Men of Atlanta banquet, where his work was greatly applauded. George also displays his versatility with the production of music videos. Included in his resume, you will find a number of successful music artists, including former So-So Def recording artist Chris Kelly of the famed hip-hop duo Criss Cross.
Show, starring Lucille Ball, co-starring Vivian Vance.
What'd your sister have to say in her letter?
What letter?
Well, when I went to the market this morning, I picked up the mail, and there was a letter from Marge.
Well, I didn't get it. Where is it?
I gave it to Chris.
Now, Chris.
I gave it to Sherman. I gave it to Jerry. Uh-oh.
Well, Jerry.
I left it in my lunchbox.
Well, I hope this group realizes the penalty for tampering with the United States mail.
Oh, Mother. I'm sorry, Mom, but I got a little of my lunch on it.
Apparently, neither snow, nor rain, nor peanut butter can stay these couriers from their appointed rounds. Oh, it's from New York.
She must be back from her honeymoon.
Yeah. Oh. She says she and Huey adored the wedding present I sent them.
What'd you finally send them?
An authentic Victorian fatui.
A what?
A fatui.
What's a fatui?
It's an antique chair. I found a darling little gold opera chair over in Wilton. You know, Marge just adores antiques.
Well, there's one good thing. I'll bet they didn't get two fatuis.
Oh, and listen to this. Married life is simply marvelous. We're the happiest two people in the world.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah, But I still wish Marge and Huey hadn't run off and eloped at the last minute.
Oh, what's the difference, Lucy, as long as they're happy?
Well, I had such a wonderful wedding planned for them, remember? Chris was going to be bridesmaid and Jerry was going to be ring bearer.
Oh, I'm sorry they eloped, too. My dress was dreamy.
I'm glad they eloped, so I didn't have to carry that old pill and wear that sissy suit.
What are you complaining about, Jerry? I rehearsed 3 whole weeks for nothing. I was going to play and sing Oh, Promise Me.
Maybe that's why they eloped.
Never you mind, young man.
Mother, may we be excused?
Yeah, but right upstairs and do your homework.
All right.
You do your homework too now, Sherm, huh?
Okay.
You know, maybe I ought to keep in practice. Just keep on practicing Oh, Promise Me.
Why?
I might pick up odd jobs with the Justice of the Peace.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, promise me that someday you and I will meet together in that distant sky. What's the matter with you? Oh, I forgot about you and weddings.
Can I help it if I'm the sentimental, mushy type?
Lucy, am I going to have to hide the society section of the paper again this June so you won't be going around all puffy-eyed?
No. But I just wish that Marge and Huey had let me give them that formal wedding.
Don't you think it's about time you forgot that?
Yeah, I guess so. After all, the important thing is that they're happy.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get it. Marge! Honey, we just got your letter. We were just talking about you.
Marge! Oh, it's so good to see you. We just read your letter.
Honey, we're so delighted to hear that you're so happy. Marge, honey, what's the matter?
I'm so unhappy.
Oh, Marge, what happened, honey? What happened?
Huey and I had our first fight.
Oh, dear, you poor baby.
Huey's a beast. I knew it when I first met him.
Well, then why did you marry him?
Because he's such a cute beast.
Marge, honey, I hate to say I told you so, but I told you so.
What?
This never would have happened if your marriage had gotten off on the right foot.
What do you mean?
You should not have eloped. You should have let me give you a formal wedding.
Oh, come now, Lucy. Ralph and I had a big formal garden wedding, and we had a fight before we got past the petunia bed.
Anyway, it was Huey's idea to elope. You know, he's kind of shy, and the idea of a big wedding sort of scared him.
Well, I don't care. I think we should have a formal ceremony if we ever see Huey again. When you see Huey again.
Please, if you don't mind, I don't want to talk about Huey or wedding.
All right, honey, I understand. Why don't you go upstairs and lie down, relax a little bit. I'll get your bag. You take my room, honey.
Then after you get rested up a bit, dear, come on down and watch television with us. There's a good movie on.
Yeah, that's a good idea. What movie's on?
Father of the Bride.
Oh, you're a big help. I just remember there's a big frame picture of Marge and Huey on my dresser. I'll try to sneak it off before she sees it. She saw it. I'm coming. Huey, what are you doing here? It's 4 in the morning.
I feel terrible about that little spat. I never fight with anybody. I don't know what came over me. If you'd only forgive me, I'd promise Marge is here, isn't she?
Yes, she's here.
Oh, thank goodness.
Who's ringing the bell this time tonight? Oh, Huey! Huey! Oh,
Marge! Oh, Marge. It was all my fault, sweetie pie.
Oh, no, it was my fault, honey pie.
Can you forgive me, cream puff?
Of course I forgive you, sugar love.
Oh.
Isn't that sweet?
Sweet is almost fattening.
Oh, well, come on, honey. Get dressed and get your things. We're going home.
Oh, no. There's no point in you going all the way back to New York tonight. Stay here until tomorrow.
Well, we might as well. Tomorrow's Saturday, and you don't have to go to work.
Yeah, that's right. Tomorrow is Saturday. I have the most wonderful idea. Why don't we have a wedding for you two?
A wedding? We're already married.
No, I mean the wedding that we planned for Marge with her family and loved ones around. A real wedding with all the trimmings.
Oh, what do you think, Huey?
Oh, honey, you know how I feel. I hate a big fuss and a lot of confusion and people around. I think a wedding is kind of private.
Well, if you'll pardon my saying so, Huey, if your marriage had had the right beginning, you wouldn't be having the trouble you're having right now. I say, if you'd had the right beginning, you wouldn't be having this trouble right now.
Oh, Lucy, that had nothing to do with it. We fought over the most ridiculous thing.
What? Viv.
Well, it all began with one of our presents. Someone sent us the most impractical gift in the whole world.
Huey!
Oh, honey, they're family. What's the harm in telling them we got a stupid little gold chair that I'm not even allowed to sit on? It's got the silliest name. It's called a spadoodle? Or a faluki?
It's a fatui.
Yeah, that's it, a fatui. Oh, boy.
Huey, you apologize to my sister.
Lucy, I'm sorry. I apologize from the bottom of my heart.
Oh, that's all right.
Oh, really, sis? I love that fatui. And you do too, don't you, Huey?
Oh, I do-y. I mean, I do.
You really mean it?
Oh, I do. Lucy, can you forgive me?
Well, I'll forgive you on one condition.
Anything you say.
That you let me give you that wedding.
Oh, no.
Oh, come on, Huey. It wouldn't be so bad.
Now, it's nothing to worry about. It's just a little simple home wedding without a lot of fuss, and we'll only invite the family. Now, you two go on upstairs and get some sleep so you'll be bright and fresh for your wedding.
Okay. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Oh, aren't they cute? Yeah. Where do you think you're going? Back to bed. Where else? Viv, we have a lot of work to do. We're getting a wedding this afternoon.
Lucy, it's 4 in the morning.
Exactly. We're lucky we're already up. Now we're going to have to use every minute we've got to pull things together before all the guests arrive.
Up. Wait a minute. What do you mean, all the guests? I thought you told Huey you were just going to invite family.
That's all I'm going to invite, but if you stop to think about it, we have a huge family. Now I've got to ask my brother Fred and his wife Zoe and their children. And then I'm going to have to ask Uncle Cecil and Aunt Cleo and Paul and Jack Carter.
Now, wait a minute. The Carters aren't family.
Well, they're practically family.
Lucy, how many people do you plan to invite?
Well, by paring the list down and stepping on a few toes, I might be able to get it down to 35 or 40.
Lucy, you told Huey that
Now,
you were
Viv,
just...
we don't have time to quibble. We're going to have to make cakes. We're going to have to make the punch, order the flowers, rent that pump organ again, call all the people, and wash our hair and clean the whole house.
Now, wait a minute. You told Huey we weren't going to make a big fuss.
How can you not make a big fuss with all those people coming? Now, Viv, don't just stand there. Get out in the kitchen and make a 6-tiered wedding cake. There, how's the punch coming?
Be ready as soon as I get all the fruit cut up and put it up.
Huey, where have you been?
I got a bouquet for Marge, went home and got a suit.
Why did you do that?
Well, I couldn't have been married in my pajamas.
You'll have to excuse me, Huey. I got a million things on my mind.
Say, can I put this in the refrigerator?
Yeah, if you can find room.
Thanks. Say, isn't that a lot of cake and punch for just your family?
Well, you might as well know, Huey. You married into a long line of sweet tooth.
Lucy, where's the ladle for the punch bowl? Where is it?
Drawer. It's in that drawer.
Which drawer?
That drawer there, where it's always been.
Where's the polishing cloth? The polishing
In
cloth.
one of those drawers, I don't
Which
know.
one?
I think it's in the same one where the ladle was.
Oh, it was in this drawer. Why didn't you say
All
so?
right, I didn't know. I don't know. I was just guessing at it.
What are you taking, Huey?
Tranquilizer to calm me down.
Oh, Huey, you don't have anything to worry about. Harry Connors, our next-door neighbor, is going to be your best man, and he takes care of all the little details. Oh, I forgot a little detail.
What?
I forgot to invite Harry.
Not to invite Harry.
Yeah, I'll go over and ask him now. I want to borrow his candlesticks. Anyway.
Candles. I got to go back to town and buy the candles.
You forgot to buy candles?
Well, you forgot to
How
buy
can you have a wedding, for heaven's sake, without
For
candles?
heaven's sake, I tried to invite. I was going to buy them.
Girls, hold it. Will the two of you hold it? Will you calm down? I think you both better have one of these tranquilizers.
I've never had one of those. I don't want...
No, I haven't either. What do they do to you?
Just relax you a little.
Relax you. Take one. Let's go. I'll open the door. I was
Hi. Good grief. Look at all the chairs. Who did she invite? The entire cast of Ben-Hur?
We've got to get ready.
Okay. Honey, you go ahead. I'll be up in a minute. I forgot something in the kitchen.
Oh, okay.
Bib, I got my hair washed. And it's only 2 o'clock, and our guests don't arrive until 5, so we're just doing fine.
Fine. All we have to do is decorate the cake and get dressed. We're all ready.
That's right. Did you ever see Marge's wedding ring?
What are you doing with it?
I had to give it to Jerry to put on that little pillow.
Oh, isn't that pretty? To Marge from Huey, may our love...
There! Oh, now, really. You shouldn't be reading a thing like that. That's private. Now look what you've done.
Well, you knocked it out of my hand.
And I can't even see the bottom. You've got so much fruit in there.
Well, now, don't get nervous. Don't get nervous. I'll just scoop around with this ladle. We'll find it. Here, give me a cup. Give me a cup. Any luck?
No, it's not in here.
Oh, don't pour that in the sink. I spent all morning making that.
Well, I can't put it back in the bowl. I have my fingers in it.
Well, drink it.
Okay, I'm first in line. Oh, boy, that hit the spot.
Anything? Uh-oh.
Did you find it?
Wait a minute. No, but we're getting warmer.
You think between the two of us we could find it?
That's the best punch I ever made. Likewise. Lucy.
What?
I feel a little funny.
What do you mean? How do you feel funny?
Well, kind of, lightheaded, you know. I'll bet it's that tranquilizer.
Boy, you know, Viv, this punch is a lot better than the punch you made last time. I think you must be using better fruit.
Thank you, Lucy. Does have a kind of a tang this time, doesn't it? Hey, Lucy. You forgot to look for the ring.
Not in there. Boy, I'll say one one thing. Huey said these pills would relax me, and boy, am I relaxed.
Me too, they're marvelous. We'll have to get some of those pills from our pharmacist.
What's that thing doing in there?
What thing?
Somebody's wedding ring.
Well, who could have been so careless?
Boy, am I relaxed.
Lucille, we have to decorate this wedding cake, you know.
Why?
For the all the family and the guests and the wedding.
What?
Remember how nervous we were the last time Marge and Huey got married?
I guess it's better the second time around. So choose your weapons. Now, what do you want to make? Roses or doves?
I think I'll make the doves.
No, I think I better make the doves, because as I recall, the last time you made doves, they weren't very pretty, honey. In fact, they were more like ugly dublings.
You're right, girl. Ugly dugglings.
How's this thing work?
You just plunge that plunger in the back and dove.
It works.
Now then,
I'm going to put the prettiest dove you've ever seen up here.
you do that, honey. Ah, there's.
Now, that's the way a dove should look.
That's a dove? Looks more like a buzzard.
So it's a large dove. Oh, boy, making doves, that gets you awful thirsty, doesn't it?
Lucy,
What?
you want me to write their names?
Whose name?
The girls, Marge and Huey.
Oh, yeah, would you, honey? You have such a lovely handwriting.
You gonna let me write your sister's name? I
Yeah.
thought you would want to write that all by yourself.
No.
You know that you're very good to me. Very good.
All right.
There isn't room to write all those names.
Well, then we'll make room.
Right there's Marge.
Oh, honey, you spell Marge with 3 G's.
I'm so sorry.
Well, you know there's only 2.
What's the matter with me?
Well, now cross one out. You haven't done any harm. Just cross it out.
And Marge and Huey. And I'll dot the R. That's dotted.
Oh, that's beautiful,
Isn't that
honey.
pretty?
Yes.
Now,
No, it's all right. I'll get my own. You're going to have to finish the borders, and I'm going to take care of all the little people.
all right. Oh, I am making a border like you never saw in your
but when I look at these little people going through life's bumpy highway together, I tell you, I worry about them. Yes, I do.
Don't cry, Nan.
Are you finished?
I'm finished. I'm
I want
finished
to
with the
finish
roses
the time.
But you mind getting me a little drink there,
I didn't worry about her.
The bride and
Oh, promise me. Oh, promise me.
How do you feel, honey?
terrible. I'll never take another tranquilizer.
Me either. First time I ever got a headache from relaxing.
It's 5 o'clock. Shall I start the wedding march?
Yeah, but use the soft pedal, will you? Folks, I have an announcement to make. I'm sorry, but the bride and groom have eloped again.
The Lucy Show, starring Lucille Ball. Co-starring Vivian Vance.
Jerry.
Hurry up.
Yeah, we want to play football.
Now, just a couple more minutes. We need the practice. Don't you want your mothers to be the best hospital helpers in town?
There, I'm finished.
Well, what were you treating the patient for?
A sprained finger.
Well, girl, don't you think you got a little carried away?
I look like a short mummy.
Mother, look at this.
What?
I took off the ruffles and raised the hemline, and it still doesn't look grown up enough.
Well, now, I'm sure it'll look grown up enough to boys your age, especially with you in it.
Well, I'm not interested in boys my age. There are going to be some older men there, 17 and 18-year-olds.
Senior citizens.
Just isn't the type of thing a girl should wear to her first formal dance. My dress should be something really special.
Oh, honey, I guess you're right. Let's see, the dance is tomorrow night. Take me too long to make one.
Not if you made it out of bandages.
Can we go play football now?
Yes, darling, you're excused. Hey, wait a minute. Aren't you going to take your bandages off?
No, this way they'll figure we're already wounded and won't tackle us so hard.
Oh, yeah. Be careful now, boys. Well, Chris, there's only one thing to do. Buy you a new dress.
Really, Mom? Oh, I never dreamed we could afford to buy me a brand new dress.
Well, we can, but I think this is important. Viv, do you think Grindstaffs would have anything that she would like at a price I could afford?
They have an apricot taffeta for $39.50.
You didn't dream I'd buy you a new dress, huh? All right, honey, you got it.
Oh, Mother, you're wonderful. Thanks, love.
You're welcome, sweetheart. Viv, honey. Hey, where do you think you're going?
I'm trying to get out of the room before you ask me to loan you $39.50.
Now, is that any attitude to take?
Lucy, I am flat broke.
You really are?
Yes, I really are.
Well, you ought to budget yourself better. You ought to know enough to put something aside for my rainy day.
Well, I'm sorry, girl, but lately my losses have been running rather heavy at Monte Carlo.
Well, guess there's only one thing to do. Call the bank and ask Mr. Mooney for an advance on my allowance.
Oh, not again. Now, Lucy, you know how he hates for you to dip into your trust fund.
Yeah, he sure put a dent in my dipper.
The only way you're going to get $39.50 is to sandpaper your fingers and break into the bowl.
Well, this is so terribly important to Chris. I'm just going to have to take another crack at Mooney.
Well, I admire your courage after that great big battle you had with him last month.
Oh, well. I'm not one to hold a grudge. Maybe he isn't either.
Woo-hoo, boy.
Oh, poo-poo. Hello. Hello, this is Mrs. Carmichael. I'd like to speak to Mr. Mooney, please. How's that? He's in the hospital. What happened to him? Oh, that's too bad. Well, has someone else at the bank been assigned to take over his duties? Some kind, understanding, generous person? No, huh? Well, thanks anyway. Goodbye. Boy, he's got a nerve breaking his leg just when I need him.
He broke his leg. How did it happen?
Going into his house last night, he tripped over the welcome mat. How do you like that? My only chance to get the money is in traction.
Well, start sandpapering your fingers.
Hey, he's in the hospital, and I am a hospital helper.
So?
So, what man, even a penny-pinching banker, can resist the kind, gentle, loving care of a kind, gentle, loving hospital helper? I'll soften him up, and then I'll hit him for an advance.
But you're not on duty this week.
Well, I'll call Audrey Simmons and have her switch assignments with me. And you call Alice Canfield and have her switch assignments with you.
Me? What do you need me for?
Sometimes us hospital helpers need helpers. Oh, Viv, wait till you see me in action. I am going to be Mr. Mooney's angel of mercy. I'm going to out-Nightingale Florence.
There we are.
Thank you.
Now, does that feel a little better?
Ooh, yes, that's
Now, is there anything else I can get for you, Mr. Mooney?
No, thank you, Mrs. Blake.
All right, fine. Well, you just lay here and get your rest.
Carmichael reporting for duty.
Oh, no.
And how are we feeling this morning?
We have just had a relapse. Look, Mrs. Carmichael, before I agreed to be hospitalized, they told me that you would not be on duty for 2 full weeks. My only hope is that I'm delirious and you're an hallucination.
Oh, now, Mr. Mooney. Can I do anything to make you more comfy?
Yes. Get out.
Oh, now, Mr. Mooney, that's no attitude to take. While you're here, you are a patient and I am a nurse. My only purpose is to ease your suffering.
Oh, how refreshing. Usually, your only purpose is to ask for an advance on your allowance.
Yeah. Well, what can I do to make things more pleasant for you? Fluff up your Betty Bye?
Betty Bye. No, thank you. My Betty Bye is sufficiently fluffed.
All righty. Now then, shall we crank up your bed a little?
If you think you can manage it.
Oh, yes, sir. Say, speaking of formal dances...
Were we?
Well, yes. As a matter of fact, we were. That is, my daughter and I were.
Crank, Mrs. Carmichael, crank, crank, crank.
All righty.
I said crank me up, not put me in orbit.
I'm terribly sorry.
Mrs. Carmichael, will you please get out of here before you break my back?
No, I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Mooney. You just relax now. Easy does it. Easy does it. Upsy-daisy. There we go. There you are.
Now, Mrs. Carmichael, will you leave me alone?
Say, speaking of alone... I'll get it. Hello? Yes, this is his room. Yes, this is his nurse speaking. Oh, there's a Western Union message for you. Oh, yes, I'll take it. Oh, you happen to have a pen on you?
No, I left it in my other hospital coat.
Oh, here's one. I don't suppose you have a piece of paper either, do you?
You know, I'm afraid I wasn't planning ahead when I slipped on that welcome mat.
Oh, all right. Go ahead. Give me the message. Yes. Wishing you a recovery. Friends at the bank. I see. And from George, Elaine, Philip, William, Alice, Eric, Dick, and Virginia. Yes. Now, make sure I got all those names. How many were there? Now, wasn't that nice of all your friends at the bank? Would you like to read? Well, I'm sorry. It's right there, all in a little chunk, if you want to read it.
Goodbye, Mrs. Carmichael.
Oh, I don't have any place to go. I just want to sit here with you and chat a while.
Well, I don't feel like chatting. No, the doctor told me that I had to have plenty of rest.
Well, what does he know? It just so happens that chatting helps bones to heal.
Oh, this may be a major breakthrough in orthopedics. Chatting helps bones to heal.
Oh, and speaking of heel, that reminds me of toe, which reminds me of feet, which reminds me of dancing.
Only you would talk about dancing to a man with a broken leg. Mrs. Carmichael.
Yes, sir.
I know you are an angel of mercy.
Oh.
But please take wing. Here we are.
Oh, I'll take that.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, look what we have here, Mr. Mooney, our lunch.
We are not very hungry.
Well, now, when we are convalescing, we must take our nourishment so that we get strong enough to get out of our Betty Bye.
Betty, Mrs. Carr. Oh, that was very clever of you. Oh, yes, a broken rib will take my mind off my broken leg.
I'm terribly sorry. Now, you'll feel better after you've had your lunch. Now, let's see what we have. Oh, chicken soup. Chicken soup is very good to calm the nerves.
Chatting heals bones, chicken soup soothes the nerves.
That's right.
Dr. Hutchinson certainly wasted his time going to medical school.
Oh, that could be, yes. Oh, look at this. Turkey, gravy, mashed potatoes, and creamed beets. What yummies.
Mrs. Carmichael, will you leave me alone with my yummy?
No, no, sir. I'm going to feed you.
I'm perfectly capable.
Oh,
of
no,
feeding
you're not.
myself.
You're not strong enough to feed
Mrs.
yourself.
Carmichael,
Now, let's
Mrs.
open our mouth. Let's open
I can feed myself.
Now,
I'm not a child. Mrs. Carmichael, I'm going to feed myself.
Well, all right, sir, if that's the way you want it.
Why did you do that?
I'm terribly sorry. I'll clean it up.
Out! Out! Help! Mrs. Blake! Mrs. Blake! Mrs. Blake, get away from me! Don't you touch me! Get out! Help! Help! Get out of here! Never knock on my door again! Get out! Get out!
Mr. Mooney! Mr. Mooney, what seems to be the trouble?
Get this woman out of here! Get her out of my sight! Look what she did to my lunch! She almost broke my rib, and she wrote all over my desk!
Calm your nerves. Oh, Mr. Mooney,
sedative,
I'm so sorry this
sedative.
happened. I can assure you this will never happen again, sir.
Get her out of here! Get her out of here!
Relax, try to relax. Mrs. Carmichael.
Yes, ma'am?
You are not to come in this room again.
No, ma'am.
You are not to come on this floor again.
No, ma'am.
In fact, if I see you on this floor again, I'll have you dismissed.
Yes, ma'am.
Wait! I just remembered. You are the one who gave me that welcome mat!
Yes,
Dr. Jensen, Dr. Merritt, Dr. Stratton, Dr. Edwards, Dr. Edwards, Dr. Edwards.
Nurse, I'll be in 305.
Yes, Mrs. Whittle.
Good day.
Hello there.
Lucy, what are you doing here? Now, Mrs. Blake gave strict orders that you were not to be on the 3rd floor.
I don't care. I've just got to talk to Mr. Mooney. How is he?
Well, he's still pretty groggy from that sedative.
That's perfect.
It is?
Yeah. While he's groggy, I'll get him to sign a check. That way he'll be giving me money without knowing it.
I said he was groggy, not unconscious.
Well, I just got to get that dress. Now, I think it's worth a try, Viv.
Now, Lucy, this whole floor is off limits to you. You'll never make it way down that hall to his room.
Oh, yes, I can. I have a plan, but I need your help. Now, come on.
Hello.
Dr. Jackson, Dr. Gilmore, Dr. Ralston, Dr. Jackson, Dr. Gilmore, Dr. Ralston.
Well, now, here we are, Mrs. Edwards. I'll just get your records, and then we'll be on our way to the solarium.
Oh, a nurse.
Yes?
Would you come with me, please?
Oh,
It'll only be a minute.
But she, I
Now,
have
come
to,
with me
yeah,
now,
she,
please.
I'll see you later.
Mrs. Edwards. We'll be on our way. Mrs. Edwards, where are you going? Mrs. Edwards, oh, good. Please now, Mrs. Edwards, let's not be tempted. Excuse me, please. Now, Mrs. Edwards, where are you going? Mrs. Edwards, come back here. Mrs. Carmichael, nurse, help me catch that volunteer. I want her dismissed from this hospital. This way. Hurry, hurry.
Dr. Davis! Say, Dr. Davis! I was in the gallery when you operated just now. May I congratulate you on that gastric resection?
Thank you.
I noticed you also repaired a diaphragmatic hernia, besides doing a vagotomy.
I did. Oh, I did.
Say, Dr. Davis, if you have a few moments, I'd be so honored if you'd care to come and observe. I'm doing my first autopsy.
Well, I'd love to, but I've got to perform another one of those gastric, whatchamacallits.
Another one?
It's not on the same man.
I can't understand it. She can't just have disappeared into thin air.
That's true.
I'm going into the office and phone downstairs and see if they found her.
All right. Oh, it's only you. Where have you been? Where did you go?
Come on. He's out like a light. Yeah, those sedative pills really sent him bye-bye.
Well, what do we do now? Wake him up?
Yeah, but we have to be very careful how we wake him up. We want him to be awake enough to sign the check, but not awake enough to know that he's doing it. Mr. Mooney. Mr. Mooney. Come on, Mr. Mooney. Wake up. Mr. Mooney. Hey, come
Mr.
on.
Mooney.
I got an idea.
Mr. Mooney. Mr. Mooney.
There's a run on the bank. Wait.
Oh, Mr. Mooney. Hey, you used to live on a farm in Indiana. Maybe this'll do it.
What was that?
A rooster.
Well, it sounded more like a lovesick hummingbird. I can crow. Let me do it.
Okay.
Hello, Doctor.
Hello, Mr. Mooney. How are you feeling?
I feel a little groggy.
Yes, well, you feel a lot better once I set your leg. And before I do, I have to have your signature on the release to give me permission.
I'm glad to know.
You just sign right there, Mr. Mooney. Here. Mr. Mooney, wake up. Do the rooster again.
What's the matter? What's that rooster doing in my bank?
That's right, Mr. Mooney. We're at the bank, and we're getting up a birthday card for Mr. Bentley, the teller, and we want everyone to sign, and you're the last one to sign.
Oh, I've a sweet thought.
Oh, for he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow.
Mr. Mooney. Oh, he signed it. He got it, yeah. Oh, just go get the dress. Oh, wait a minute. What? Look at the way he signed it. Theodore J. Betty by.
Oh.
Come on, Mr. Mooney. Mr. Mooney, let's do another cock-a-doodle-doo.
What's the matter? What's the matter?
Remember, Mr. Mooney, you're at the bank and
We're not at the bank. I'm in the hospital.
Oh, yes. Yes, you're in the hospital, and we would like you to sign our guest book. All the important patients. We want to sign our guest book.
Oh, that's very flattering.
Theodore J. Mooney. M-O-O-N-E-Y.
Oh,
Mr. Mooney.
Wake up, Mr. Mooney. Come on.
What did
What's
he do
the
with
matter?
the pen?
The pen's gone? Oh, Lucy.
What did he do with the pen?
Mr. Mooney, come on now. Maybe put it under the bed, Lucy. Mr. Mooney. Mr. Mooney.
What are you doing under my cast, Dr. Carmichael?
What's the news? I just wanted you to give me some money so I could buy Chris a new dress. She's going to her first formal dance.
Well, in that case, I will give you the advance.
It's so important to a teenage girl, her very first formal dance. You will?
That is the first sensible reason you have ever given for asking for an advance on your allowance.
Mr. Mooney, you're a doll. Quick, Viv, get his leg off here so I can give him a big kiss.
Okay.
And let her lie. You let her
The Lucy Show, starring Lucille Ball. Co-starring Vivian Vance.
Carmichael?
I think so, yes.
Oh, would you ladies like to enroll in our new art class?
Art class?
Yes. Gonna meet here every Thursday night. I'll bet you two have a lot of talent.
Oh, are you kidding? I can't even draw a straight line. I can't even draw a crooked line.
But I thought you two were always enrolling in night school classes.
Well, we did, but we stopped. We didn't seem to be getting anything out of them. We haven't met a bachelor yet.
Well, let's see. That'll be...
Oh, wait a minute. I just thought of something else I have to get.
Lucy,
What?
I better go on to the market.
Okay.
May I use your back door?
Be my guest.
Thank you. I'll see you at home.
All right, dear. Harold, do you have a world atlas?
Oh, I certainly do. They're right over there.
Oh.
Jerry will get a lot of use out of an atlas.
Well, it's not for Jerry, it's for me. He was doing a project last week, and he wanted to know what was England's chief export. All I could think of was Richard Burton.
Good morning, Harold.
Good morning, Mr. Brooks. How are you today?
Fine, thank you.
This'll do.
That'll be $4.85 altogether.
Okay. Oh! Oh, dear.
Allow me.
I'm terribly sorry.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you very much. Oh, that's my sandwich. I was eating it in the car. I didn't want it all. Well, I hated to be a litter bug. Oh, I didn't want the apple either.
A mouse trap?
Sure, with all that food in there, she's bound to have mice.
I was taking it back to the hardware store. It didn't work. I know this looks like a lot of junk, but it's all stuff that I need.
Well, I guess that's all of it.
Well, thank you very much.
Not at all.
I hope I wasn't any bother.
Oh, you weren't any bother, huh?
Really?
Shall we start over? That'll be $4.85.
Oh, yes.
Say, Harold, has that print of mine been framed yet?
Yes, it's all ready. I'll get it for
Oh,
you.
good. Oh, I see you have some new prints.
Hey, yes, they just came in.
Oh.
Here.
Thank you.
His name is John Brooks III.
I wasn't looking for his name. I was looking at the picture. My, what a lovely smile.
Yes. Would you like to be formally introduced?
No, that isn't necessary.
Well, okay.
Well, if you insist.
Mr. Brooks, here's your picture.
Oh, say, you did a fine job, Harold. That looks just great.
Yes, that frame is very becoming to Mona.
Yes. Isn't it amazing what a $15 frame can do for a $1 print?
True.
So you two haven't actually met, have you?
No, so we haven't.
Mrs. Carmichael, may I present Mr. Brooks?
How do you do? Glad to know you.
Oh, nice to know you.
That'll be $16.32 tax.
Oh, yes, I've got it right here. Oh, say, a beginner's art class, eh? Can I still enroll?
You sure can. Class starts tomorrow night. Would you like an application?
Oh, I certainly would. I've been meaning to enroll in an art class for years.
So have I.
But, Mrs. Carmichael, you
Never
just said-
mind, Harold. Give me an application, please. Oh, would you like to share my little desk?
Oh, thank you.
You know, the reason I have never enrolled in an art class before is because I've been so busy raising my 2 children all alone.
Oh.
Of course, you probably, your wife takes care of your children and all.
Oh, no, I'm not married.
Oh. Have you ever enrolled in an art class before?
Oh, no, I don't even know if I have any talent. But I do believe that all of us have some sort of creativity bottled up inside of us.
I feel the same way. In fact, I think this class might be just the thing to pop my cork.
Yeah. Well, there you are.
Yes, there you are. Well, very nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you.
I'll see you in class. Oh.
Oh, thank you.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Harold, I forgot to have you validate my parking ticket.
May I help you?
No, thanks. Oh, yeah, maybe, yes.
There you are.
There's your ticket.
What ticket? Oh, thank you.
Not at all.
Oh, here's your change, Mr. Brooks.
Oh, thank you.
And I know you're going to get a lot of pleasure out of that art class.
Oh, I'm sure I will. And it may give me a chance to meet some interesting people.
I'll wrap this up for you.
Oh, thanks.
Pardon me.
Yes.
Dare I presume that you are new in town?
That's right.
Oh, well, I'm in charge of the Danfield welcome wagon. I can't imagine how we happen to miss you. I'll bring the wagon over if you'll just tell me when you and your wife will be home.
Oh, but I'm not married.
Oh, I'll bring my wagon right over. My name is Vivian Bagley.
I'm John Brooks III.
Here you are, Mr. Brooks.
Oh, thank you, Harold. I'll be seeing you.
Oh, you want a picture, huh?
Yeah, goodbye, Mrs. Bagley.
Goodbye. Harold, I wonder if I could...
Here.
Oh, Viv, I almost forgot to tell you. I'm going out tonight. Will you do the dishes?
I was just going to ask you to. I'm going out tonight, too.
Oh, for heaven's sake. Well,
Oh, I'm afraid I can't do the dishes. Cynthia's coming over and we're studying French together.
well, merci beaucoup a lot.
Sorry, I have a Spanish test.
Well,
Oh.
I'd love to do the dishes.
well, now, how come you're so eager to do the dishes? I thought you had homework to do.
Yes, but I'm willing to forget it if you are.
Never mind, young man.
I could sure use the practice
For what?
for when I get married. A good husband knows how to wash dishes.
Well, a good husband doesn't flunk the 4th grade. I think you want to do your homework. Good husband.
Come on, we'll stack them, then we'll do them later when we come home.
Okay.
I didn't know you were busy tonight. What are you doing?
I enrolled in that art class.
You did?
Yeah.
So did I.
Well, good for you. You know, Viv, I just got to thinking. There's going to be a big cultural explosion in America, and I want to be a part of it.
I met a cute man who enrolled, too.
Oh, what a coincidence. 2 cute men in the same class.
What's yours like?
Well, he's kind of tall and terribly handsome.
So's mine.
And he has beautiful manners and a wonderful personality.
So's mine.
And he's just the perfect age for me.
So's mine.
And his name is John Brooks III.
So's mine.
John Brooks III? Now, look, Viv, I'll make you a deal. You give me John Brooks III, and you can have John Brooks IV, 5th, 6th, and 7th.
Now it's been doing.
All right, if that's the way you want it, then it's every woman for herself.
You bet it is.
All right, and no holds barred.
No holds barred.
That's right.
Why, hello there,
seeing you again.
Oh, it's nice to see you again, too. You got your pad and all ready to
Yes,
start?
all my
everything?
equipment.
Oh, that's good.
Hello there, Mr. Brooks.
Oh, hi there.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good
evening.
I am Mr. Guzman, your teacher. Welcome to our beginner's art class. Now, tonight we're going to start out with sketching in charcoal. I just want you to go ahead and draw this bowl of fruit. Now, don't be inhibited. Sketch any way you see it. Then we'll talk about your drawings and learn as we go along. All right, class, start drawing.
Right to go.
Would you mind changing seats with me, please?
Well,
I'll be glad to change with you, Mrs. Carmichael. Changes my perspective.
There.
Well, that looks pretty good, Vivian.
Well, thank you.
How come you don't draw what the rest of class is drawing?
Oh, I broke my pencil.
Oh, that's all right. Get one off the table. Plenty of them there.
Oh, thank you.
My, that's nice. That looks real. Sit down, dear.
Yes, well, it really has the form, though.
Now that I've seen what you can do with the still life, I'd like you to try drawing from life. But we need a model. Who will be a model?
Oh.
Would one of you like to pose for us? Would someone volunteer, please? One of the ladies or a gentleman makes no difference. Now, don't be shy.
Lucy, is that a tear in your dress?
Where?
Under your arm there. Professor!
Thank you, Mrs. Carmichael. Very nice of you to volunteer.
Well, I really didn't.
Oh, it's nothing. All you have to do is sit still so the class can sketch you.
Well, I don't know.
Oh, go ahead, Mrs. Carmichael. You have such wonderful cheekbones.
Really?
Carmichael, will you sit here, if you please? Let me take your pad and pencil. Now, Mrs. Carmichael, will you strike a natural pose? Better make it something comfortable because you'll have to sit quite still and not move for about half an hour.
A half an hour?
Mr. Brooks.
Oh?
Could you see my cheekbones from there?
Oh, yeah.
Don't move. That's it, class. Start drawing.
Lucy, did I tell you that I'm having dinner with John Brooks tonight?
Did I tell you I'm tired of hearing about it?
Oh, come on now. Just because he asked me for a date instead of you, is that any reason to be a big sorehead?
You bet your sweet life it is. What an underhanded thing to do, tricking me into modeling just so you could spend all that time with him yourself.
Oh, now don't blame me. Blame your wonderful cheekbones.
Yeah. If you hadn't been so sneaky, I'd be the one going out with him tonight.
Well, while I'm out with him tonight, dear, why don't you amuse yourself by sketching a bowl of sour grapes?
Yeah, well, you're right, Viv. I shouldn't be a sore loser. And just to prove to you that I'm not, I'll clean up the kitchen while you go get ready for your date.
I am ready.
You gonna wear that?
Yes.
Oh. I wonder how late Flo's beauty shop is open.
I don't know why.
I just thought perhaps you'd have time to go and get your hair done.
I had my hair done this afternoon.
Oh, I'm sorry, Viv. Yes, I see you did. Well, I guess even Flo has her off days.
Well, I thought it looked pretty good. Of course, Flo did squeeze me in between appointments.
Yeah. Look, dear, now you don't want to go out with him unless you're looking your best. Now, do you?
Well, no.
Now, why don't you call him? Tell him you have a headache. I'd be very glad to go in your place.
Well, I thought... Oh, no, no. I'm keeping that date, and that's all there is to it. But that was a nice try, Lucy.
Oh, dear heaven. Dress and hair.
Oh, honestly, Lucy, why don't you give up?
What's that?
That is an apple pie for Johnny.
That's an apple pie for Johnny.
It's our dessert for tonight. We're going to dinner, and then we're going to an early movie. And then we're going to have pie and coffee at his apartment.
His apartment?
Uh-huh. He has to work late, so I'm going to take this pie over and put it in his oven to keep warm. And then I'm going to pick him up at his office. He has left the key under the mat for me. Don't wait up for me, dear. I may be very late.
Jerry?
Yeah, Mom. What do you want?
Come in here.
Yeah, Mom. What do you want?
I want you to go to the store and get me 3 jars of hot peppers, 2 cans of anchovies, and 1 bottle of Tabasco sauce. I am going to bake an apple pie.
An apple pie?
Oh, John, you're so funny. Oh, my. Can't you find the key?
No, I don't know where I left it.
I put it under the mat.
Oh, yes. Oh, here it is.
Fine. Oh, dear.
I hope you didn't mind not going to the movies. I hate to wait in line.
Oh, I didn't mind missing that movie at all. My, this is the darlingest department.
Well, it'll be a lot nicer when I get those pictures hung. It's still a little messy. Say, Viv, would you just throw these into the bedroom while I turn on some records?
I just love to.
Thank you. Oh, say, Viv, there's something I want to tell you about my Mona Lisa.
What's that?
Well, you remember that day we met in the art store?
Do I?
Well, when I first saw the frame Harold put on it, I thought it was great. But now that I have it here in my apartment, I think the frame should be darker.
So I'd like you to take a look at it and give me your opinion. Tell me what you think of it. Well, tell me what you think of it.
What was that?
I say, what do you think of it?
Think of what?
The frame.
Oh, yes. Oh, I think it's lovely. I wouldn't change a thing.
Oh, good. I'm glad you like it. Now, where do you think I should hang it? What do you think about that wall?
Oh, that wall will just be fine.
Or maybe this wall over here?
Oh, I think it'd look beautiful on that wall.
Except maybe the light might be too dark.
Oh, yes, the light might be too dark.
Oh, well, let's not worry about it. I certainly don't have to think of where I'm going to hang it tonight.
No, you don't. Oh, now, wait a minute. Wouldn't you like for me to serve the pie and coffee?
No pie and coffee for me. I had just a little too much dinner.
Oh, my, that was a wonderful dinner.
Wasn't it, though? It's just too bad you couldn't talk your friend, Mrs. Carmichael, into joining us.
Oh, I tried to. I just begged her to come along. But you know, lately she doesn't seem to care much about going out.
Oh?
She seems perfectly content just to stay at home with her 2 children and her cats and her parrot. But you show me the rest of the apartment. I've only seen the living room and the bedroom.
But
and I noticed you had a terrace. I'd like to see your terrace.
Well,
Take another look at that picture.
What?
Mona Lisa is Mona Lucy.
What?
Do you mind if I have a little fun?
No, go ahead.
Oh, that really is a lovely terrace.
Yeah, lovely view, too.
I love the whole apartment. You know something I've always had a mad desire to do?
What's that?
Paint a mustache on Mona Lisa.
Right ahead.
You don't mind if I do?
Well, the print only cost $1.
Oh, you are the best sport, Johnny. Oh, now let's see here. Oh, I've always wanted to do this. I cannot take it. How's that?
Oh, that's quite an improvement.
How do you think Mona would look with big, bushy, black eyebrows?
Be my guest.
Shall I? Sure. Why not? Why not? Isn't that great? There, now, how's that?
Oh, how about a beard?
A beard. A beard. Let's do it. All right, Viv, that's it. That's about it. Lucy, what are you doing here?
Well, the children were asleep, and the parrot was telling stories to the cat.
Oh, now, wait a minute. What happened to my Mona Lisa?
Well, it's a long story. I'll tell you about it some other time.
Oh, no, I'd like to hear about it right now.
Well, I wouldn't want to tell it right now. Good night.
Oh, now, just a moment. Now, I don't know what's going on between you two, but as long as you're here, why not stay for the dessert?
Oh, no, she wouldn't want to do that, would you, Lucy?
I'd love to.
Good. Go ahead and serve it, Viv. You know, I've been wanting to meet some interesting people in this town, but I sure hit the jackpot.
Well, let me tell you, there are some very interesting people in Danfield, but I just have a feeling that you are going to be a very fascinating addition, Johnny.
Oh, thank you.
What's so funny, Johnny?
Well, you...
What is it?
You're about the prettiest girl I've ever seen in a mustache.
I forgot all about it.
There's your pie, Lucy.
Oh, thank you,
Johnny,
Mary.
dear.
I completely forgot that.